Rolling.
Hi, my name is Ben West. I'm a campaigner here at the Wilderness Committee in Vancouver, and I care a lot about climate change. And let's see, what am I doing to get it done? Well, I guess a number of different things. Probably the biggest one is fighting against the expansion of pipelines and oil tankers. And we organize a lot of events to try to draw attention to that, like that one. And the Earth Day Parade is a really, really exciting opportunity for people in Vancouver to come out and get involved in that campaign. We're very quickly becoming a major shipping port for the oil sands, for the export of oil. And if we're serious about doing something about climate change, we really need to stop, both the supply and the demand for oil. So a big part of stopping the supply is stopping the expansion of infrastructure like pipelines and tankers. And the other side of that, the flip side of that, is that we also need to think about funding for public transit as opposed to funding for highways. We need to think about where the demand for oil comes from. So that's things like, the investment in the Rail for the Valley, which is a really important campaign in British Columbia, because it will have huge implications for the way that we develop the region. So that's been another issue that I've been working on for a while, is trying to get the interurban rail line, which was used for passengers up until the 1950s and hasn't been since then, back up and running. So both the supply and demand for oil are things that I'm working on as a campaigner, working on climate change. I get to work with really cool people like these guys, which makes life fun and interesting. So I think it's important that everybody get involved because, it's going to take everybody being involved to really make this kind of change on a big scale. But when everybody's working on it together, we not only can get the work done, but we can have a lot of fun doing it too.
You want to talk a little bit more about why you care about climate change?
Why do I care about climate change? Yeah, sure. I care about climate change because of people being affected by it already right now on planet Earth. We're dealing with probably the biggest threat facing humanity today. And already there's people, largely in the southern hemisphere, largely some of the poorest people on planet Earth who are already feeling the effects of climate change. We've seen a doubling of extreme weather events in the last decade or so. We've had some of the hottest years on record as of late, and we're just dealing with the implications of what happened, decades ago right now. The pollution that we're putting in the atmosphere today, we're going to be feeling the effects of in the decades to come. So we really need to be prepared to deal with this as it increasingly affects us here in North America, but we also have a responsibility to the global community to do something about this issue, because there are people who are already feeling the effects of this right now. It's not just about our grandchildren or about future generations. It's about real people on planet Earth today. And I have met some of these people, some of the people who are from Africa or from Latin America who are already feeling the effects and are asking us to take on a leadership role. And when you really meet people who are being affected, it makes you want to do something. So it's not just a sort of an idea for me, it's about real people. I think we owe it to the global community to take this issue seriously, especially us here in industrialized countries that, have really strong economies like Canada. We have a lot more power to do something than a lot of people with a lot less resources. So that's why I care, and I hope you do too.
That's awesome.